Okay, I think now major issues should be resolved. ना रही आवाज बिल्कुल भी ना. So basically, guys, welcome to this new session. What we are doing is uh, training ourselves on our UPSC subject. If anyone care to train with me, he is welcome to do so. Uh, I think I will start by creating a post on Reddit, then so that if anyone is interested, he can join the live stream. So let's see. So basically, this is Reddit. Let's just go to one community. Let's create a post. Care to join me on live YouTube stream where I train myself on my favorite UPSC subject. Hey guys, starting live stream from today where I train myself on UPSC prelims standard books using my website called trainwithme.in. If anyone would like to train with me or to be a part of this journey, he or she can join the live stream. This is the link for the live stream. So how do I provide link? Okay, okay, let's just post this. So if anyone is interested, he can he can join me. वंशिका, अब आवाज आ रही है? आवाज आ रही है? Okay. So let's see how many people join us. In the meantime, let us start our train with me session. So I will visit the site trainwithme.in. So basically today I start with polity, then little by little we will cover all our subject. So let's start. I will start Lakshmikant and let's hope that I can maintain a standard. For me, right now I am trying to achieve a 50% standard. What I mean by that is If we go to free mode, and you can see this red bar. When you click on it, you can see your live performance. Right now, I haven't started a test. I haven't attempted any questions, so that's why it's blank. But as we go on, we would see how it will evolve. So let me just start with first question. What option does India retain under its nuclear doctrine in the event of major attack using biological or chemical weapons? Okay, so India has a nuclear policy in which they are like defensive in this nuclear policy that we won't attack with our nuclear weapon first, but if any other country do so, then we will retaliate certainly with our nuclear weapon. So India retains the option of retaliating with nuclear weapon. Yes, I think option A is certain. India imposes economical section instead of military response. No, India for conventional military retaliation only. No, India commit to no. So I think option one is correct. Yes, option one is correct. So I can see explanation. I have already said in my previous video that if you click on question body, you can see explanation. So if anyone has joined yet, then welcome to my stream. What I'm doing is I'm using my site to train me on my favorite books. Like I'm training myself in Lakshmikant. You can do that also. Uh, and if you want to just join me and want to uh, think with me, train with me, then I'm happy that you are here. So let's go to next question. Well, next question we have the composition of Council of Minister. The maximum number of minister in Council of Ministry is restricted to 40 members. I think it's wrong. I think it depends on which state we are talking about. Like in a small state, it can be less than 40 if 40 is correct. So I think option one is wrong. The Council of Minister in India consists of only Prime Minister, no, and Chief Ministers of the state. I think both of them are wrong, so I will click on none of the above. Yes. Let's actually learn something. Statement one is incorrect because the actual limit is set 15% of Lok Sabha strength. So if Lok Sabha strength is 1000, then we have 150. If it's 100, then we have 15 seats that can actually be filled by these ministers, which vary with the number of members. Statement two is also incorrect. I know that. You also know that chief minister are not included in council of ministry unless some, yes, they can be, but generally not. Let's see our live performance. As you can see, this bar right now, it's on 100, which means I haven't made any mistake yet. And what I'm trying to do is maintaining this line, this blue line above this 50% red line, which is my motive. Think it's like this, that if this were a prelims paper, you would want to be in certain range in which you are above this 50% red line. So that's what we are doing. Let's hope that we remain above 50%. Right now we are doing fantastic. So let's see what's next. The NIA, National Investigation Agency, was established in 2009 under NIA Act, succeeding the Central Bureau of Investigation. Well, actually, I don't know when NIA was established. Was it on 2009? When was this Mumbai attack? I think NIA was established after Mumbai attack. So the Mumbai attack on 2007, 2003. I don't know when this NIA was established, but I certainly know that it does not succeed CBI. So I think that option one should be incorrect. What do you think? What should be correct option? Let me see if anyone has joined or if anyone has. like actually is interesting. So right now we don't have any viewers. Okay, no problem. I hope that they will join in future. So we have this second question, third question in which the agency had jurisdiction to investigate scheduled offence committed outside India against Indian citizen or affecting Indian interest. Yes, NIA has certain power in which can I think they can investigate on this crime that are committed outside India. So I think second is correct. While investigating a schedule offense, what is a schedule offense? Schedule offense is a offense which is in schedule. Schedule is a list. Can investigate connected offense jointly even without central government approval. Oh, I don't know if NIA requires central government approval. This will contribute to a political bias. So I think third will be should be wrong. So if third should be wrong, then if first should be wrong, then they both can't be true because there is no option in which second only is true. So which should be correct option? I certainly know that second is truth, so I will go with either A, B, and D. Then all three be true. Uh, okay, so since succeeding NI was established under NIA Act, succeeding the CBI. Uh, while investigating also NIA can connected offenses jointly even without so yeah. I think I will go with only one and two. Okay, I would certainly like to know more about it. So statement one is incorrect. If statement one is incorrect, then how can this option A be correct? So this question certainly should not have been there. So for this situation in which there are faulty question, we have this report option. We can report these questions which contain either faulty statement or faulty option. But still, I think we can learn from it. It is saying that NIA was established in 2008 under NIA Act, enacted in the aftermath of 26/11 Mumbai terror attack, and it did not succeed the CBI. Statement 2 is correct as NIA extended its jurisdiction to offences. Okay. Statement 3 is also incorrect. Yes, I suspected that. So basically, the quality of this question was not good. I apologize if this question should not be in the list, but it is. So for these cases, we have report button. If anyone is using a site and if anyone see this type of question, I encourage them to report it because it certainly it certainly make all other users experience very good. So I have reported this question and I will remove it also. So let's see what is next. Yes, let's try this question. The election commission is responsible for deciding disqualification on ground of defection. On ground of defection, I think the chairman of the Lok Sabha or Rajya Sabha is a perfect body which should decide disqualification on ground of defection or High Court, but it is not Election Commission, I think. So option one is not correct. A vote cast by a defector. What is a defector? Okay, to topple a government should be treated as invalid under the anti-defection law. Wow, I did not know that a vote cast by a defector. Okay, to topple a government should be treated as invalid under the anti-defection law. Well, anti-defection law is against those MLA or MP which defect from their party guideline, their party agenda, and Certainly, those defectors should not be allowed to vote, let alone topple a government. So, yes, I think option second should be correct. What do you think? Then in third, we have R.S. Sarkaria, a former Supreme Court judge, chaired the law commission involved in the Anti-Defection Commission. When I heard R.S. Sarkaria, I did not think about any anti-defection commission or that he chaired. The one commission that certainly come to my mind about R.S. Sarkaria was maybe related to governor. He issued some guideline about how a governor should be selected. But I didn't heard any R.S. Sarkaria related commission which is involved in anti-defection commission. So I will consider option 3 wrong. And in option 4, we have BP Jeevan Reddy was a chairman of law commission. I did not know if there were any anti-defection commission who was chairman of it. But if we just eliminate first and third, then we certainly have only uh, either A and B, either 2 only or 2 and 4 only. So let's go with option B. Oh, wow. I am correct. So I would like to learn about this. So statement 1 is incorrect. I know that. Statement 2 is correct. Yes. Statement 3 is incorrect because as we now know, BP Jeevan Reddy was the chairman of Law Commission involved in Anti-Defection Commission. So right now uh, we our performance is 100%. And let's go to next question. The Indian national flag may have emblems or garland placed on it while hosted. Okay, may have. Well, generally, when this type of question comes in which there are may have or might have type words on it, you can generally say, okay, yes, there may be not. It's a safe bet. It's a safe bet to consider statement one to be true. Statement two to the rule regarding the display and usage of Indian national flag are governed by the Ministry of Home Affairs. Uh, I did not hear about it that Ministry of Home Affairs is the correct or the only ministry which deal with this. Maybe it is, but I will take a risk and say that one is correct. Okay, I'm wrong. In 5 questions, this is first time I'm wrong. Uh, if anyone is there who is watching this video, they may say that why I am attempting this 5 question, why I am taking risk. Well, I think in UPSC there is certain advantage to take a risk. Uh, like if you can maintain that 60% hit rate, I think you can clear the exam. And the only way, one of the only way to maintain that hit rate, 60% hit rate, is not certainly to believe that I will hit only those which is I am confident that they are correct. I think there will be certainly some miss. There always will be a miss. So why not include some extra extra questions in which there are chances that it can hit on that particular target of 60%. So that's why I have this philosophy of taking the risk, attempting almost every question, and this question was I think you can take risk on this type of question. So let's learn what we miss. Statement one is incorrect. Okay. Uh, Emblem or garland are generally not permitted on or above the flag when hoisted to maintain its dignity. Statement 2 is also incorrect because the government of India as a whole govern the flag code. So basically, where I was wrong is in statement 1 because My reasoning on statement 2 was also mm, the same. Let's go to next question. So we have this chairman of State Human Rights Commission must be a current member of state legislature. He should not. I think in such a highly dignified commission which deal with human rights, a member of state legislature is certainly not a good fit. Then in second, we have State Human Rights Commission can only investigate cases referred by the Supreme Court. No, he can suo moto. He can, and it can start on its own. So I will go with none of the above. Okay, so we are correct. I will not see any explanation. It is certainly simple. Then in question 7, we have Secretary of State for India were transferred to High Commissioner for India in London. Okay, I think it's telling us about 1990 Act, Government of India 1919 Act, where the certain function of Secretary of State for India were transferred to High Commissioner for India in London, but only but only few compared to the power that a Secretary of State had for India. The principle extended by providing separated electorate under the Government of India Act 1919 was federalism. No, certainly not. The Government of India Act 1990 provided for the separation of Office of High Commissioner for India in London. I think that option 2 is wrong. Option 3 is also wrong. I am confused that option 1 should be right or wrong. Some function of Secretary of State for India were transferred to High Commissioner for India in London. I would strongly believe that it's true, and I will take a risk and say one only. Okay, I am wrong. Let's see why I am wrong. The High Commissioner took over certain duty previously performed by the Secretary of State. And the statement 2 is incorrect. The principle extended was communal representation, not federalism. Statement 3 is correct. So if statement 3 is correct, then there should be a, I think, then this there should be an option which contained 1 and 3. So the correct option is C. Okay, so let's see where we are. We are still above 50%, although we are taking a dip. I hope that we can maintain this our live performance above 50%. So let's be uh, careful next time. Next, we have this question on Election Commission. Election Commission of India grant recognition to national political party only, not state party. It's wrong. It grant recognition to both national and state parties. A party must win at least 3 seats in state legislative assembly during a general election to gain state party recognition. Well, I will for us time consider that it is true. Let move on to third. The general election referred to for state party recognition based on assembly seat is the election to state legislative assembly. Ah, I don't know about that. Statement 4. One condition for a party to be recognized as state party is winning at least one Lok Sabha seat from the state. Oh, wow. This question is deep, I think, and UPSC question should be deep. So let's try elimination method. I know that option 1 is incorrect. If option 1 is incorrect, then we have only B and D as a valid option that is remain. And so the general election referred to for state party recognition based on assembly seat is the election to state legislature. I also think that third is incorrect. So I will go with none of the above. Oh wow. So then it's B, I think. Statement 1 is incorrect. Yes. Statement 2 is correct. Winning 3 seat or 3% of assembly seat, whichever is more, during a general assembly election is criteria for state party recognition. Well, I I read this in Lakshmikant, but I remember I always forgot about it. I read it, then I again read it. I did. I think I generally don't want it to be memorized, so I just read it through lazily. So right now, uh, I will learn it by heart that either you win 3 seat in the assembly or you get 3% of that assembly seat, whichever is more, you can apply for a state party recognition. Statement 3 is correct. Recognition depend on performance. Okay. Statement 4 is also correct. If you win one Lok Sabha seat from the state concerned, you are qualified for a party. You are qualified as a party for a state party recognition. I did not know that. So if I was wrong in it, I do not feel bad about it. So let's see our live performance. So we are touching this 50% standard. Let's hope that we can turn this around. The Commissioner for Linguistic Minority is appointed by Prime Minister and does not report to any minister. Well, actually, any commissioner are majorly appointed by President. So option one is incorrect. The candidate for Lok Sabha must be at least 30-year-old. No, he should be, I think, 25-year-old. Well, those of yes, it what it did was it it flipped the 30-year-old of Rajya Sabha to Lok Sabha and 25-year-old of Lok Sabha to Rajya Sabha. Okay, very nice question. I like it. So none of the above is true for it. I will not look explanation. If anyone is joining us and also want to train themselves in their favorite subject, like I'm doing in Lakshmikant. I want to tell you that if you want to see any explanation and you are confused where the explanation are, well, actually, you can click anywhere on question, like I'm clicking here, and the explanation will take the space of options. uh, I prefer this type of style where you don't have to scroll. So I hate scrolling, so that's why I designed it like that. Let's see next. The parliamentary system allow representation of diverse societal section. Yes, that is true. This is the benefit of parliamentary system that it allow diverse group of society. Impeachment is a process initiated only by elected member of parliament. In impeachment. Okay, so let's take an example of impeachment of president. Can it be initiated only by elected member or a nominated member can be a part of it? I know I've read somewhere that nominated member can I think they can appoint their president. They can't remove it. They can't vote either this or or can nominated member take part in election of president? I think nominated member cannot take part in the the election of president. And in impeachment, can they can they remove can nominated member vote in impeachment resolution, or it's just a privilege for elected member of parliament? Like let's say a impeachment process is ongoing against a judge, and now it's time for vote. So can a nominated member also declare a vote, or only elected member are privileged to do so? Okay, so I think nominated members should have every right to impeach the president or judge or any CAG. So I think option 2 should also be wrong. Option 1 should be correct. So I will go with one only. Let's see if I'm wrong. Okay, I'm right. Let's see. Statement 2 is incorrect. Nominated member of either house can participate in the impeachment. If anyone is there in chat who can maybe confirm is if I think I think nominated member do not have right to choose their president. If anyone want to contribute, he can uh, he or she can type in chat. Uh, so let's move on. In next, we have 36th Amendment Act made Assam a full-fledged state of the Indian Union. 36th Amendment Act. I think 36th Amendment Act was related to Sikkim, not Assam. There were two articles. There were two amendment, I think, uh, in Constitution, in polity, in which were related to Sikkim, either 35 and 36, if I'm not wrong. Okay, the 36th Amendment Act made Assam a full-fledged state of the Indian Union. Fundamental right can be amended by the Parliament. Yes, they can be amended. So second is true, but I think the 36th Amendment Act was related to Sikkim. Uh, Assam, a full-fledged state. When did Assam become a full-fledged state? It was a union territory, right? Okay, I will go with my guts that 36th Amendment Act is related to Sikkim. So let's see. Only second is true. Oh wow, I'm wrong. Statement one is correct. Eh? So here is another example in which statement one is correct. Statement one, the explanation is saying that 36th Amendment Act specifically granted statehood to Sikkim in 1975, not Assam. So statement one should be incorrect. So again, there is this type of question in which the statement are wrong. Explanation is right, but statement are wrong. The first statement should be that 36th Amendment Act made Sikkim a full-fledged state of the Indian Union. If first of all, I apologize deeply if you see that type of questions in which there are some kind of inaccuracy. Uh, it is my personal belief that as we evolve, we will get better and better quality. I'm sure of it. And in the meantime, I encourage you to report this type of question. I have specifically added a report button. So you can click on it and report this question as I am doing right now. If you encounter in your training any question like that, it will help us. It will help us to to give a better experience to all the user. Uh, so yes, I again apologize for it. Actually, I'm not saying that it should be, but I'm just saying that if there is something wrong, it stingle our senses more. It's involve our senses more because we believe that there is something wrong going on, and we I think learn more. So you should not take it granted that every question that you will see in a train with me site they will be right. I think you should keep your senses high, keep your awareness high as any aspirant should be. So let's go to next question. Okay, so we have the member of all Indian service serve key position under both central and State government. Member of all Indian service serve key position. I think statement 1 is generally true. Statement 2, the All India Service Act 1951 regulate recruit. The All India Service Act came 1951. Maybe. Article 312 allow the creation of All India Service without any requirement for a resolution from Rajya Sabha. Actually, no. Rajya Sabha has a very important say in all of this. Rajya Sabha can create a new All India Service. Only Rajya Sabha has this special power. And this special power, I think, is given by this Article 312. So option 3 should be incorrect. I will go with option A, or 1 and 2 only. Let's see the explanation. Yes, the All India Service uh, do get key position in both central and state government. Statement 2 is also correct. Yes, Article the All India Service Act 1951 regulate all the term and condition related to all India services. And statement 3 again is incorrect because Article 312 require a resolution supported by two-thirds. Okay, I did not know that to create a new Indian service, a two-third majority of a present member and voting in the Rajya Sabha is required. I think they can. I thought that they can create a new service just by simple resolution. Yeah. Okay, wonderful. Let's see where we are. So as you can see, we are still in the race. We are still maintaining ourselves. Hey, if maybe if anyone can say in comment that is I am hiding this live performance. I think I am not hiding, right? This live performance bar. If you want, I can place myself any. I think here will be right? Or here. Let's keep it here. I am not important. The question are important. So let's see. Okay, let's see. Question number 13. The right of outsider to reside in tribal area is restricted to promote economic development through industrialization. What a ridiculous of statement. This type of statement you generally do not find in UPSC paper. Like, what does it mean that right of outsider to reside in tribal area is restricted to promote economic development through it? Actually, the question is good, I think. Generally, there is very less economical development through industrialization channel in this tribal area. So option one is incorrect. Option two, the protection of scheduled tribe properties is primarily to secure government revenue. I think both of them are wrong. Yes, let's go to next question. Observers appointed by Election Commission ensure that election campaign are fair and voters are free to choose. Observers, observers. Yes, Election Commission do appoint some observers who observe all the process of election. At election day, if everything is right, everything is fair. So option one is correct. The Election Commission of India is constitutional body responsible for supervising election. And again, it is a constitutional body, a important constitutional body. Observer during Indian election are appointed by MHA. I think statement three is wrong. They should be appointed by Election Commission, right? So option B. Next. Directive principle of state policy are justiciable in nature and are enforced directly by judicial. Again, everyone know that they are not. So statement 1 is incorrect. Article 351 in part direct the development of a language to serve. Definitely statement 2 is right. Why I am reading it is to learn from it. I know which is the correct option. Article 351 is in part 18, okay, which direct the development of language to serve as a medium of expression for all element of Indian composite. Okay, statement 1 is incorrect. Let's see. Article 351 deal with language, and its aim is to unify diverse culture element under a common medium of expression. Next, the High Court of UP is seated at Kanpur with a bench at Lucknow. No, I think the High Court of UP is in Allahabad, right? Himachal Pradesh was established as a state. Okay, option A is wrong. The Bombay High Court has benches at Nagpur, Panji, and Aurangabad. I believe option 3 is also wrong. Himachal Pradesh was established as a state in 1981. In 1981, High Court of UP is seated at Kanpur. Okay, statement 1 is definitely wrong. It's in Allahabad. Either it's C or D. Either it's none of the above, or it's true that the Bombay High Court has benches at Nagpur, Panji, and Aurangabad. If anyone who is a UPSC aspirant, I strongly want your insight. What do you think correct answer should be? If anyone is there, let me see. There are three viewers. I would ask you if you can engage, if you are related to UPSC, and if you want to chill, okay, no problem. Uh, so I think I will go with none of the above. Don't you think that it is this type of question where you do not want to choose? Like choosing is the hard choice here, and sometimes I just hope that someone flip a coin for me and just tell me if it's head, I choose three only, and if it's tail, I choose none of the above. Because right now, I don't want to choose anyone from this C and D, but we have to choose in this 50% where there is 50% chance of being right or being wrong. I think that aspirants should take that risk. It's my philosophy. You don't have to follow it. Again, I have not cleared prelims, so who am I to tell you about what should be right approach? Uh, But if I am true to my philosophy, then I should at least acknowledge it and tell you about what I think. So I will go with C. Okay, it's none of the above. Statement 1 is incorrect. The UP High Court is at Allahabad with a bench at Lucknow, not Kanpur. Statement 2 is incorrect. The Himachal Pradesh became a state in 1971. Statement 3 is incorrect. The correct name is Mumbai High Court, not Bombay High Court, reflecting the city's official name change. But that doesn't mean that the Bombay High Court has benches at Nagpur. Let me just, okay, I cannot copy it. Let me just see on Google. Does the Bombay High Court has benches at Pune, Aurangabad, and Panji? Right? This was okay, Nagpur. Yes, the Bombay High Court has. So we were correct. I think it's not our fault. It's this train with me site fault that it has not created a perfect question. And if I am, I think of when did the Himachal Pradesh become a state? Okay, it's right. It's actually 1971, not 1981. So yes, I think we are correct in choosing three only. Only that this silly explanation that it has given, it should be Mumbai High Court. Who cares? So let's report this question. Okay, the cabinet was explicitly mentioned and detailed. No, in original Indian constitution, the cabinet was not explicitly mentioned. What mentioned is Ministry of Cab. Nee, Council of Ministry is mentioned, not Cabinet Ministry. Cabinet Minister in India are appointed by the Prime Minister independently without President involvement. Actually, President appoint them. Prime Minister just refer them. According to Article 352, the Cabinet consists only of Prime Minister without other Minister of Cabinet rank. Wrong. So option 1 is wrong, option 2 is wrong, option 3 is wrong. So I think none of the above is right. Let's see what Article 352 say. Article 352 defines the cabinet as the prime minister and minister of cabinet rank, not the PM alone. Which of the following describe the adoption process of the Constitution of India during the finalization stage? The Constitution was adopted on November 26, 1949 and came into effect immediately. No, it does not. Option A is incorrect. It came into effect in 26 January 1950. The constitution required ratification by more than half of the state. Wrong. The provision of constitution were debated and revised over a series of 11 months before adoption. I don't know that. The constitution was adopted. No, it was adopted on November 26, 1949. It came into force in January 26. So I will go with the safer option that is C. Okay. I think this question is wrong. It will say that if I'm not wrong, it will say that option D is correct. But option D should not be correct. The Constitution of India was formally adopted on January 26, 1950, on which date it came into effect. Actually, no. The Constitution of India was adopted on this November date, 26 November 1949. It came into force in 26 January. Option D is correct as it captures this key element. I think option D is incorrect. Let me see when did the Constitution was adopted. When did the Constitution was adopted? Yes, it was adopted in 26 November 1949. So again, my apology. Let's report this question. Let's go to next. The Committee on Public Undertaking is invariably composed of members from the opposition party. No, not all members of public undertaking are from this opposition party. 0 hour is formally prescribed device available to member of parliament. Zero, I know 0 hour is an Indian invention. I think it is formally described in rule books, not in constitution. The Committee of on Public Undertaking is invariably composed of members from opposition parties. No, I think ruling parties also have member on in Committee on Public Undertaking. So option one is incorrect. I think I will go with none of the above because 0 hour is an informal parliamentary device. Yes, it is informal, right? Yes, I think so. Yes, let's go to next. The Parliament has authority to legislate on matter in state lead. No, not under any circumstances. There are some circumstances, like I think Article 359 or 358, in which the Parliament gets the power to legislate on state list. No court can inquire into the proceeding of Parliament. Yes, option second is correct. The privilege of Parliament include right to publish its report. Yes, option 2 and 3 is correct. Okay, only during national emergency or through a resolution passed by Rajya Sabha can the Parliament legislate on state list. Statement 2 is correct. According to Article 122, Article 122, and any court cannot interfere or cannot inquire about what is happening inside the parliament. Option 3 is also correct. So let's move on. Let us see our live performance first. So we are doing right now okay. We are above 50%. Let's see if we can maintain this till the end. The doctrine of discrimination emphasizes making unfair distinction, highlighting the value of equity. Very poor statement, I would say. The Constitutional Committee does not require stakeholders' consensus for its recommendation. I don't know what is going on. Let me focus in Article 15 of Indian Constitution. Article 15, yes, Article 15 does uh, prohibit any description on ground of religion, race, caste, sex, or place of birth. The President of India can unilaterally amend the Constitution based on the Constitutional Committee recommendation. No, there are no Constitutional Committee, right? Parliament can, there is no need for Constitutional Committee because Parliament has power to amend the Constitution. I have never heard of any Constitutional Committee. So I think option 3 is correct. And if option 3 is correct, and option 4 is incorrect, then I will go with B. Yes. A damaged or disheveled flag shall not be displayed. Okay, it should not be. The flag shall not be dipped in salute to any person or thing. Yes, it is our ideal. It is what we imagine to be. Uh, it represents India, and India, our motherland, should not be okay, should not be disrespected in any way. So yes, both statements are true. Whether the statement second correctly explain the statement one, I think not. I think both of them are talking about two different things. Generally, for me, I have always found this type of question very hard. Uh, for some reason, I come to a conclusion that I think that statement two does not explain statement one, and the answer will always say, "Oh no, it does. You are fool." But I think that they do not. So I will go with option B. Okay, this time I am right. But generally, when I do this thing, option A are generally right, and I pay price for it. So let's see, where are we? We are still okay. We are ascending right now. Next, caste group. Well, there are certain groups, pressure groups that want their policy or their agenda to be in top priority. The inclusion of caste-based data in census help informing policy that cater to specific. Yes, it does. Caste groups significantly influence the political landscape in India through novel. Yes, it does. Unfortunately, caste group primarily focus on economic advance. No, caste group has a stake in social issue also. So I will go with C. The Indian judiciary freely questions law based on policy or substance suitability under the doctrine of basic structure. Yes, in basic, there should be, if you are saying that in basic structure there are certain property of constitution which can't be altered or changed, then yeah, freely questioning the law should be a basic structure of any civilized democratic country. The concept of procedure established by law in Indian constitutional law allow court to declare law void for yes. Okay, the procedure established by law. Well, there are two things in judiciary: due process in law, procedure established by law, procedure established by law. In this type of uh, in this type of procedure, the judiciary act like that. They are there to just enforce any contract which is created by the parliament. So what procedure established by law mean that judiciary has a limited role in which they just they just enforce the procedure that established by authority like parliament, and they are just to enforce this. Other end, there is this new thing which is not new, but a thing which is called due process of law, in which there is you try to understand the law, you try to uh, understand how if it affect the people. So you can certainly take certain decision in which you can dismiss any law created by parliament. So I think option two is incorrect. If it is procedure established by law, then court court can. Okay, okay. So both I think both of them are true. Statement one is incorrect. The Indian doctrine of this restrict judiciary from questioning law based on policy or suitability. Indian doctrine. Huh. National Development Council was established in 1950 and played a crucial role in national election. No, statement one is incorrect. Judicial review is a function of Supreme Court, allowing it to invalidate law that violate the Constitution. Yes. Option two is correct. The President of India possesses ordinance making power, enabling him to issue ordinance. Yes. So I will go with B. Describe the role of interstate council in context of legislative relation in India. It recommend measure to deal with dispute between state concerning legislative subject. Yes, this should be correct option. A. Ad hoc committee are always set up by the Speaker or Chairman of the House upon passage of a motion in the House. Yes, they are temporary committee. I know that ad hoc committee by definition are temporary. So option 2 is correct. Advisory committee related to bills such as select or joint committee are category of ad hoc committee. Advisory committee, joint committee. Uh, I think they are also ad hoc committee. Okay, I'm wrong. Let's run. Let's learn. Statement 1 is incorrect because although inquiry committee can be constituted by the House on motion, some ad hoc committee are also set up by the Speaker or Chairman independently. Okay. Thus, ad hoc committee are not always set up following a House motion alone. So you do not require any member to pass a motion to constitute a committee. Statement 2 is correct. Ad hoc committee are temporary. Yes, they are. Statement 3 is also correct. Yes, so let's go with next. Oh wow, Granville Austin described the Indian Constitution as quasi-federal. That's what I learned about this website. Like I know I have read this statement over 50 times. Still, I don't know that what Granville Austin defined. What is it quasi-federal, semi-federal? Is it true? Granville Austin described the Indian Constitution as quasi-federal. I think it is true. Granville Austin described the Indian Constitution tilt toward the center due to its if it is predominantly federal feature, then it should tilt toward state, not center. So second statement is wrong. States depend on the center primarily due to their own financial autonomies. Statement 3 is also wrong. Either it's A or D. Let's go with A. Okay, so it's D. Incorrect. Casey Weir. Wow. Wow. It was Casey Weir, not Granville Austin. Describe the Constitution as quasi-federal. I know statement 2 is incorrect and statement 3 is incorrect also. Wow. Casey Weir. So what does Granville Austin describe the Constitution as? We will learn somewhere. The President of India can only veto financial bill. Now he can veto other bill also. The Rajya Sabha is a permanent house and cannot be dissolved, but one third of its member. Right. Yes, everyone knows this. Equality before law ensure no person is above the law. Yes, that's what it's mean. Article 16 promote equality of opportunity. Yes, the concept of equity in public policy allow for unequal treatment. Unequal treatment in favor of social. Yes, that's what equity does. It gives certain treatment in favor of certain community. So it should be B. C only two. Correct. Statement 2 is correct. Statement 3 is misleading. I think I should report this question. Let's go to next. A law can inquire that office holder of religious institution belong to a particular religion related to that. Law can require that office holder of religion. Yes, the Public Employment Act 1957 mandated registration for certain employment until 1980. The Mandal Commission was constituted by the Indira Gandhi government. No, Mandal Commission was constituted by VP, VP Singh, Narasimha Rao. Narasimha, no, not Narasimha Rao. What should be its option? Is there any way in which I can keep this chat? Like here, if I hide it, the chat should not hide. Okay. The Mandal Commission was constituted by the Indira Gandhi government in 1981. Okay, let's just concentrate. A law can require that office holder of religious institution belong to a particular religion attended to that. Yes, statement 1 is generally correct. Statement 3 is wrong. I will go with option A. Let's learn. Okay, statement the Public Employment Act expired in 1974 and did not mandate residence as condition beyond that year. Statement C is incorrect. The Mandal Commission was Morarji Desai. Okay, okay. It was not PV Narasimha. It was Morarji Desai in 1979. India is declared as new Union of State. No, India is described as Union of State in Article 368. No, The Indian federal system is by a strong state. No. The main reason for Indian integration under a federal structure is to empower state. No. Indian is quasi-federal system. Yes, I will go with option A. The PO Stream Navigation Company case declared that distinction between sovereign and non-sovereign function is easy to draw. Okay, so there was, I think, a case in British era in which were sovereign function and there were non-sovereign. I think it is talking about that. The Supreme Court emphasized the modern concept of the state as welfare state regarding state liability. Yes, a major challenge arising from the increased state activity is drawing a clear line between, yes, modern state, modern judicial procurement holder state. Okay, I like this question. I will go with B. Yes. Let me see where I am. Well, I am maintaining a certain high level. The LMCV committee recommended the constitutional recognition of Panchayati Raj institution. Okay, the Indian judicial system integrate various levels of court under a single hierarchy to ensure efficient legal adjudication. The Indian constitution allow the president. No, option second is wrong. Yes, option third is right. The representation deal with this. Yes. Okay, so both one and two are true. Wow. Wow. Oh, wow. So it shows that in your UPSC exam, you should always focus in all the small detail. The representation of people act was the correct year is 1959, 1951, not 1947. Wow. What is the term of office for chairman and member of UPSC? I know that 6 years or until they achieve chairman and member of UPSC. No, 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 no. I think explanation is wrong. UPSC chairman has 5 year term. I think it has 6 year term. The term of UPSC chairman. Yes. Uh, until the I think the question is wrong. Let us report it. Dr. Shankar Dayal Sarma Shankar Dayal Sharma secured 72% of vote in 1992 I don't know that. No, option second is wrong. No, option fourth is also wrong. I will go with one only, or it's none of the above. 65%. The EC has the discretion to regulate exit poll to prevent election delay. Yes, EC has this option in its hand. The multiple exit can conduct survey during the election as they inform the election commission beforehand. Wow, I think I am losing focus here. Let us focus. Wow. Kacha, Tibu and Teen Bhaga enclave transferred to India by lease arrangement with Bangladesh and Nepal. Nature of power of National Human Rights Commission. Yes, second is true. Right, a British citizen staying in India cannot claim freedom of trade and profession. No, third should not. Chairman of I will go with C. Sri Lanka and Pakistan, not Bangladesh and Nepal. The Advocate General of State is appointed by the Chief Minister of State. I think it's appointed by Governor. Yes, CM cannot remove Advocate General. No, I think the option A is correct. Wow, question was very good. Important name change in Indian state include Uttaranchal to Uttarakhand. Uttaranchal to Uttarakhand. Yes, Pondicherry, Odisha to Odisha. I think I should pass on it. Let's see what's the explanation. We will not attempt it. Statement 1 is correct. These changes reflect the evolving identity and governance structure in India. Statement 2 is incorrect. The Tarkunde Committee was appointed in 1974. Not okay. So Tarkunde Committee was related to electoral process, but it was appointed in 1974. Uttaranchal was named Uttarakhand in 2006, Pondicherry to Puducherry in 2006, and Odisha to Odisha in 2011. Governor hold absolute power to dissolve the state assembly without. No, option 1 is wrong. The Supreme Court ruled in 1985 that fundamental duty cannot be enforced by law. I don't know about that. The Constitution of India provides for a parliamentary system at the state level, where the governor is a nominal executive. Yes, allow for the impeachment of by a simple majority in parliament. No, 4 is wrong. I think only 3 is correct. Let's learn. Yes, I know that. Territoria is issued to quash the order or a decision of lower court or tribunal when it exceeds jurisdictional criteria. Yes, I think it is right. Territoria. What is it? How you pronounce it? Territoria. Both the Supreme Court and High Court have the power to issue. Yes, I think High Court also have this power. Is it primarily for error of law, not for error of fact committed by? I think it's if it can be issued by error of law, why can't it be issued for error of fact? Quasi judicial authority. Yes. Okay, let's learn. Yes, but statement two is also correct. Quasi judicial. You can't issue territorial to a quasi judicial authority. Okay, statement one is correct. Okay, option two is also correct. Let's go with this then. The President of India can impose an emergency without. Yes, the President can impose emergency without the approval of Parliament. After imposing it, I think to keep it in force, you have to take permission. No, they were before 42nd Amendment. Okay, I think statement one should be correct. The explanation it is giving that the president must seek parliamentary approval within us. I think yes, it is true that he must seek a specified time frame for emergency to be valid, but that does not mean that he cannot impose it without the approval of him parliament. So I think I should report this question. Act Edit 10, yes, the council provide for the info. No, only one. Simple question. I like simple question. Anyone who think that he should train himself on complex question, complicated question, I think this previous UPSC prelims paper you can pick up 2025 prelims question. They are actually not very complex. They are like this. I mean, not like this, but certainly a simple question which require a sharp memory. The Indian Forest Service is primarily concerned with the management of forest resource. Okay, I yes, UPSC conduct exam for IFSOS. Okay, I will go with all four. They are generally true. CRIPS mission, Dominion status. I think it CRIPS establishment of a federal government. Yes, yes, yes. It is. In other words, option B is also conveying the same meaning of dominion status. All Indian service enhance the unity of administration in federal setup. No, they are not entirely controlled by. Okay, so we have completed 50 question. Let's see where we are. So we are actually maintaining our standard. We are above 50%. I think we are at 55% maybe. Hmm. Question are actually good. Okay, so we have completed 50 question today. It is 10:30 and I think I should now just say goodbye. I have to wake up early in the morning. So let's just submit this test. Let us see how well we have scored. We have scored 60 out of 200. If we have attempted, let's say, uh, all the 100 questions, okay, we would have gotten 120 easily. So yes, because I've given the test with guest ID, so 58 is good score. So if you enjoy this stream, then and if you also want to train yourself, then do visit this website Train with Me and select your subject on which you want to train. There are actually many subjects. Like in history, we have this Tamil Nadu spectrum and art and culture. In geography, we have this NCRTs. In science, we have this IS. In environment, we have Sankar IS, and in current affair, we have this April, May, and June magazine. So yes, it is my belief that if you train on your subject, you can become better on it. And what's the best way to train on your subject than to give a lot of test on it. So let's hope you enjoy this stream. Let's hope you continue to be part of this stream. So that's all for today.